Hello there, everybody. This is Seawalk the Platinum One here, and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So, last time, we got started on Snowhead Temple, and we got the Item Temple, the fire arrows. Now, of course, if you played Ocarina of Time, you should know how these work. So, let's see what these things can do. As you can see, fire arrows will melt ice. Like that. Thus making things a bit easier. So we can use that as a bit of a shortcut to where we have to go. But, there's also something else here that some people might forget. If you use the Lens of Truth over here, invisible platforms. So, we gotta be extremely careful when going up these. And let's see. Do we have the proper thing? Yes, we do. Hop and whoa. Hop and hop. Yes. And our reward for being such a good explorer is a Stray Fairy. So it's well worth your while to come over here. Ow. It's well worth your time to come over here. But anyway, backtracking to this room right here. We have to use the fire arrows on this thing right here. And of course, when dealing with Freezards, you can either use the fire arrows on them, or you can just slash them up with your sword like that. But here is what's important. We have to defeat all the Freezards in this room. So we have to melt this guy. And there we go, people. There we go. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got a small key, so very useful indeed. Of course, what small key isn't useful? Imagine a small key not being as useful as it usually is, eh? Yeah. And then again, small keys. Whoa! I went onto the thing. Holy crap. Okay, I gotta multitask here. I gotta open a bottle of water, then I gotta drink from it. Because of course, if you couldn't tell from the last video, I'm recording this all in one sitting, so yeah. Anyway, we gotta use the fire arrows over here to not get hit by the white ovals. Please don't get me killed. Oh! Jeez, that sounded really weird, like, oh! Jeez. So anyway, using the fire arrows over there will allow us to go over to this room as well as over there. Because, guess what? Both of those rooms that we melted with the ice leads to the same exact room, people. And of course, I don't care if I'm spamming my fire arrows at this point. I am just that stupid. Yeah. So, what we have to do is we have to kill all those Freezards to make a treasure chest appear. However, there's actually another thing that we have to do. We have to, let's see. Do I have enough magic to? I think I do. What we also have to do is we also have to light these torches with our fire arrows and do that. And that shall make that door with iron bars open up. So hopefully I have enough magic to do this, actually. Okay, there we go. Magic refills are awesome. And for our troubles, we can get a Stray Fairy. Now, down there is a Deku Flower. Should we fall off right there, we can use that Deku Flower. I said, should we fall, we can use that Deku Flower right there to launch ourselves back up. Yeah. Considering that the Deku Flower has pretty much been useless at this point, yeah, we shouldn't have much trouble at all. And now here's where the second half of the dungeon truly begins. We need to use our Goron form to pound this in. And look at that. Yep. We have to deal with that kind of puzzle, people. Yep. What is this thing? What does this puzzle entail exactly? Well, we'll see. Anyway, I think we have to actually go over here in order to progress. Yeah, at this point the dungeon gets harder. per se, to say the least. And wow, I cut that grass down just by rolling. I guess Link's rolls are potent for some reason. I don't know. They're just potent. Anyway, we can easily get to the second floor now that we have the shortcut enabled. So let's go up here. And let's actually latch onto this thing. Or hop aboard this thing. And if... oh, actually, no. Actually, the Freezard will take the hit because he's a jerk. And we have to activate this thing again. I don't know why it won't stay activated, but who cares? We won't do that. Essentially. So yes, we had to deal with that kind of puzzle, ladies and gentlemen, because science demanded it to. Anyway, this is where you'll want to practice your rolling as much as you can. If you want to practice your rolling, go over here. Because, spoiler warning, we're going to need it. And if you want to decrease the tower blocks by bit, you can punch these in, and it'll cause the tower to grow smaller in size. So yeah. Anyways, actually, do we have to do this by the... Actually, no. I think we have to punch those out first, actually. So, let's punch it. See, that causes the tower to get a bit smaller. Smaller and smaller, bit by bit. And let's go up here. Now, this is where rolling can cost you. Very, very much cost you. Because, take a look at that. If you mess up your rolling, you have to go all the way back down and try again. So hopefully I can do this. I've done it many times. Yes! I've done it many times before, so I had very few like times where I actually tripped up. And ooh, look at that. That's an Eno. Damn it, I see no anime boobs. It's persistent. It's susceptible to heat. So yeah. These Enos right here, they can also be found outside in Termina Field at night in the northern part. So, that's all kinds of cool, I guess. But either way, I almost pressed the home menu for a second. What we have to do now is we have to, first of all, let's actually melt this ice. And as you can see right over there, there is a Stray Fairy. Now, unfortunately, though, here's another thing that's implemented into the game. If you're already using items like the Lens of Truth, which consumes magic, and you attempt to use the fire arrows, which also consume magic, you won't be able to use the fire arrows. So I guess that's a pretty good way of limiting the magic, I suppose. But in all honesty, it's something else. But anyway, let me check to see how many Stray Fairies I have. I know I'm missing one that's downstairs. And someone is there. Okay. So, we got Dino Foes over here. Who'd have thunk the mini-boss actually became a regular enemy? Who knew? But either way, you can deal with these guys rather easily if you at least chase them down like that, because they have knockback to them, actually. And try fighting these with the Deku form, I dare you. You will die. Anyway, I gotta be careful with these message things right here, because I actually had a story about that. Of course it's gonna spoil something that'll happen later in the game, but I don't want to spoil that. Of course I don't. Do I have to, I guess I have to drop down here, I guess. Yeah, I do. There's actually another Stray Fairy that's here. And let's see, what time am I at? 32 minutes. Okay. There's actually another Stray Fairy that's over there. See that thing right there? That's where it is. And it's on the second floor. So I should save myself. I just gotta inch it bit by bit. And let's do it! And yay! I did it! I did not suck at the game for once in my life. But we got our 13th Stray Fairy, so that's all the more good. Anyway, let's grab our Deku mask, and let's actually use that. And I should really turn on my lights right now because it's starting to get dark outside. Yep, I'm in those days. We're now entering the days when the sun actually starts to really set at whatever time it does. Yep, it's starting to get spring, people, even though it doesn't really feel like spring over here because it's still freaking cold as heck. God. I'm just imagining the scenario. Either way, now we have to punch these things away. And that'll lead us to the rest of the dungeon. So let me see. Yeah. Actually, there is something I'm forgetting. There is actually something that I am forgetting. And it's on the first floor, I believe. Yeah, it is on the first floor. So I gotta go all the way. So I gotta go all the way back down, unfortunately. So I guess I'll just meet you guys down at the first floor. Down at the first floor. Yeah. Alright, so back here on the first floor, we have these ice things like we saw before, briefly. Now that we have the fire arrows, we can actually melt these things. And let's melt this block, actually, because we need to melt this block. And it's a block. But also, we had to melt this thing right here. And geez, now my eyes are actually starting to hurt. I think I might want to turn my light on, actually. There we go. And it's starting to get hot in my room. Oh, geez. Starting to feel the pressure. The pressure of this thing is rather windy. And I didn't kill him. What the heck? I didn't necessarily kill him, but oh well. And yes, come in, Tootsie. Come in. Come in. Alright. Please don't mess up my recording, Tootsie. Please don't mess up my recording, Tootsie. Not when I'm so close. Not when I'm so close. Go up, Tootsie. Go up, Tootsie. Yay! Yep. So my dog just came in. It's all sniffing and whatnot. Yep. I gotta be careful because she could be likely to trip over the thing. Okay. Okay, no. These guys need... These woofles. You need to die now. With your tongue sticking out. Because your tongue's sticking out. There. You wanna slash them on their backsides because that's their weak spot, apparently. Yeah. And now we gotta push this all the way back. Yep. Pushing it all the way back. Of course we gotta do that. So let's push that. Why did I push it in the center thing anyway? I don't know. My logic makes no sense sometimes. It kind of doesn't, but at the same time, I'm just talking nonsense here. Good God, what have I become? This is not entertaining to watch, I'm sorry, but thankfully, it's almost over. The pain is almost over. But, let's see. We have this here, 14. Oh, okay. So, that'll be all 15 if we get this. No. No, we do not. Nope. Of course not. You're just making this longer, are you? You're just dragging this out. Really. But fortunately, it doesn't take too much longer to get here. And of course, I have to push this all the way back to the thing, but it's not really too much. It's not really too much. I could just go up there, and then it'll be up here. This is what recording for long times does to you. Yeah. I'm actually surprised that my Dazzle can can take this much. I should stop underestimating the power of Dazzle. But either way, that's every single Stray Fairy in the dungeon. Now, of course, like I said before, you do indeed have the option to turn in those Stray Fairies right away to get your reward. And the reward is actually kind of helpful for this next boss. However, I, of course, do not want to break away from the dungeon progression. So, either way, now we're going to roll and stop the episode here. Because we wasted too much time here, and of course we have one more video to go. Don't worry, it's almost over. So, next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we're going to finish up Snowhead Temple. So, I shall see you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.